Hello, guys and gals, animal friends, and spirit pals. Welcome to my channel. I'm burning a little bit of sage because I love it. It also, helps to balance and clear energy. I actually always burn it or some burnable stick before I do, any of my things on the internet. Now this is a taped video, and so there's no live audience today, okay? It's just me and the videotape. And of course my little buttercup, where is she? Oh, can't hardly see her. There she is. She's behind me as usual. So I was hanging out, sitting, and I was having myself a mics, and I thought I would like to maybe play with my old buddies, the tarot cards, a little bit, and I thought I'd tape it in case you guys wanted to watch. As we're getting closer to Halloween, woo, we're also getting closer to Election Day. And I'm a little concerned about, well, not concerned, anxious about, the election and the outcome of it. So I thought I'd do a little check-in on that. Now, of course, I've talked to Spirit about this before, and they've been kind of clear with me in my brain about it, that things will all work out. But there is free will choice, and things can always change. And I thought, just for fun, I'm going to look at it a little bit tonight with a few questions. And I thought maybe you guys might want to come along and play. So, tonight I'm going to work with a couple of decks for this. I'm going to probably, I may or may not, but I'll be among these. So and I know some of you like to know what the decks are, so I'm just going to tell you right at the beginning. I'll be working with the Pulp Tarot. It's very cute. Love it. I'll also be working with the TV series Tarot. TV series Tarot. And probably as well the Mystical Medleys. Mystical Medleys. I never can think of the name of this. I always call it the Merry Medleys. Mystical Medleys, and it says a vintage cartoon tarot. That one. So those three probably, and I might throw in, just because, we're a week away from Halloween, I might throw in the Jack-o'-lantern tarot and the Halloween tarot. They might toss a card or two of those in there. Okay, so in my heart of hearts and in my highest mind, I do feel like the majority of this country, wants what's good and what's best for everybody, really, whether they say that or not. And I do believe that's the majority. So, and I feel like if everybody gets off their butts and goes out and does the vote, that's what it would say, unless there's cheating. And I hate to say that, but it does still feel like that's going to be in there somewhere. And so that's the first thing I want to ask about is that. Now, before I start, I'm going to put on my reading glasses so we can really get to the bottom of all this, okay? These help me see even deeper into the cards. Okay, so my first question let's ask, because I kind of feel like, there will be cheating on some level, but I wonder how much it will affect, or will we notice it, or is it going to raise its ugly head in the election, and that kind of things. So basically, will there be a lot of cheating on election day, before and after? This is the question before us. because I know, and I hate to feel like it's so negative, but it's really hard for me to think that there wasn't cheating at the last election. And, the guides that I work with also told me there was. So, this is what I'm talking about. Like, the votes, the votes. Okay. Cheating, 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 cheating. We're gonna pull. Let's start with 3 for this question. You guys gonna tell me anything today? Are you gonna work with me? Mr. Tarot. There's one out and about. Now, mostly, you know me, I read a lot from the pictures, what the pictures tell me. I always consider what the card is and what the meaning is, too. But a lot of times, I don't know, it's just me, whatever. I get quite a bit from the pictures on the cards, and that's why I'll tend to use several different decks and things like that. Sometimes it takes me a while when I'm reading by myself, guys, so I know because, I'm usually hearing stuff at the same time as I'm pulling the cards. And, like the story or whatever, it's trying to form in my head, along with the guidance. So I already drew 4, but I'm going to take one more, like an outcome of any cheating that might be present. Okay. Alrighty, well, I'm going to have to change my glasses. Sorry, I did the good reading there to draw the cards, but now I better put these on so I can read them. Okay, so first of all here, let's gotta look at this picture because I don't think I've ever seen this card in this deck before. I just want to see what I'm seeing. So, of course, it's talking about votes because that's what I ask about. So we get here the 8 of Pentacles. And look, it almost looks like he's got like a little electronic thing to push. And the Pentacles sort of look like they're the choices or, the votes and which one do I pick and which one do I poke. Right, and it's got these little stack of, like a bunch of others in there put away and stuff. So it definitely looks like somebody voting. Then we get the Page of Cups. Now this guy here is behind the scenes directing stuff. But see, it's like there's all that wood and he's like behind stuff, not out there in the plain view. And he's also got this fishbowl with a little surprise in it. So, and then also it looks like what could look like paper ballots down here. So this is the Page of Cups. paper ballots. And so it feels like there's a possibility of like some surprise element with the votes behind the scenes. So, hidden. Like they're already cast, and then there's a little surprise with it. And this guy, he's got on his headsets and everything. Looks like he's directing something. Which I bring that up because the next card is the Two of Wands. And look at this. So, in this picture, can I get it? Would you please? There we go. Again, we got tools and stuff working on things. But the interesting thing is, it looks like there's some connection to another part of the world. So the other guy was radioing and pointing to somebody. Now it looks like receiving it, you know, like kind of hearing across the world. So it almost feels like interference outside of America. And then we get the Six of Cups. Which is interesting. Look, it's like they're at the emergency room. Here they come rushing out with the gurney because they're going to have to fix it or save it. It's also like flash into the past, like we've been through this before. So it's kind of a repeat. However, look, looks like these guys are coming to help or assist or fix it. So that seems good to me. I feel like, yeah. And then finally, we have the Nine of Pentacles. So we started with the 8 and then voting. But this one, of course, it's on marijuana bushes here, but organic. There's their voting slips on the plants. So it's like, you know, an abundance, 9 of Pentacles, abundance of organic votes, true votes, you know, grassroots votes that are there, you know, that stay there and are surrounding us, you know. It's a good ending. So from those cards, I feel like, yep, as we go to the booth, there's some shenanigans that can happen to some of the votes, like behind the scenes. I also feel like it might be some kind of foreign influence, or that's where the cheating ability came from, or something like that. But I also feel like they're on to them, and they're right there coming. So it's like they're here to fix the damaged vote, like that one got hurt, and it's over there by itself, and they're coming up to fix it. But I see that these grassroots votes, you know, that's each and every one of us standing up, going to vote. I think that's going to overwhelm any kind of a cheating attempt. Also, I think they're going to be watching for it, the other side, because there's already really strong suspicions and ideas of what happened the other time. So I feel like they're going to be watching it, and these guys might expose themselves in that way. But my favorite card is that Nine of Pentacles, because Pentacles again would be votes for me. And you know, this is when you're feeling good about what you have, you're feeling satisfied, comforted, and good. And then also with the marijuana images, it makes me feel like they're true, real, organic votes in favor of all. You know, the Mother Earth's really present in this card as well. Okay, there's that. Okay, I'm going to let me ask one more, but I'm going to change decks. So let's say there is cheating. Will it change the true outcome? You know, the real live vote of the people. Will it change it and be able to give us a completely false result? You know, how much damage would any kind of cheating happen? Cause. You know, I hear it in my brain. You know, I kind of feel like some people are going to get caught in the act or something, or right after the fact, or stopped in the midst, or something like that. We'll see. I'm sure they tell us, but I feel like almost like people are ready. It's stuff they learned before, but Trump didn't really let out or let them talk about or whatever. And a lot of times I heard, I was watching something and Pan said, and Trump was saying, he was describing how you could vote for him, but then it changed into Biden. I feel like there's some truth to that, only it was the other way around. Because he tends to tell on himself all the time, because I don't know why. Okay, let's see about this. Okie dokie. I just want to do 3 cards, Tarot. 3 cards. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whoops, that card jumped out too. All right. So we'll put that one on there. Okay. I like this one a little bit better. Okay, so in this one we're using the Pulp Tarot, which I like as well. So, right away we get the 4 of Pentacles, but look at this. So here's the money grabbers just hanging on for life. They're desperate, and they will try to steal votes. See, because again, we have Pentacles. And remember, we're talking Pentacles as votes as well, because they're like this earthly manifestation. They're the thing, the valuable thing, especially in this, what we're talking about. And so, see him grasping on, screaming, ah! We'll try whatever. We're so desperate to hang on to the power and the cheating and the blah, 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 and the deceiving and blah, blah. But he's grasping and trying so hard, there he goes in the quicksand. He's drowning himself. And I've heard this over and over. Just have faith and trust, because this energy has a way of turning on itself and being its own defeat. I'm so desperate. I'm so greedy. I don't care about nobody, that I will just go under the quicksand, grabbing, just die on that hill, But, guess what? Do what they may. Here comes the Queen of Wands. And for me, this is really female energy. And I do think females, young and old, not just females, males too, also men like me, who, gay men and other men who are really kind of open to their feminine side, are going to really flood the poles. And this, look at her, she's the queen. They've been inspired to get up, take action, make a difference, make a change, an inspiration. Get on top of it. Also got this nice little kitty cat familiar there with her, but this earthly connection, taking a stand. And I do think women, if there is a God, no, just kidding, will make a difference. Old and young. I feel like younger women as well. And then the third card we get is the Star. Ooh, that gave me a little bit of goosebumps because, again, it's pointing towards hope. Positive outcome. Your wishes and dreams coming true. Major Arcana, again, with the woman in the picture. With these cups down here, like, which would be like fulfilling, nurturing outcome. Like I would even, because of these actual stars in the picture, it kind of brings to mind the flag and the country, democracy, freedom, all that. So this again seems good. So even though, there'll be this desperate attempt, I feel like this energy is a lot stronger and will come through and conquer it, get on top of it. And then the card that jumped out at the very end is the Ace of Pentacles. So, again, Pentacles votes. Look at here. Here's the hand with the vote in it. So I think in the end, the true votes will come through. And that's basically what they've been telling me, in one form or another all along. So in that way, the cards are going right along with it. So I feel like there might be a little bit of hanky-pank or something. And we may not feel like rejoicing, Three of Cups, Six of Wands energy like that night, or maybe a couple of days, but we'll kind of quickly see the tide turning towards a win. There. That's what I'm hearing. Overall. Now, I also wanted to do a little reading on the Congress, but I'll do that on another reading. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.